All right. So we are live. Give it a second so we can see if anybody's joined. All right, still waiting. So how are you doing today, Michelle?
Hey, Cesar, I'm good. I'm good. How are you today? What have you been up to today?
Not too much. I've been doing some webinars, some content creation, working on a couple of different things here and there. How about you?
Ooh, exciting. I worked out today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was
That's
really
good.
happy about that. Yeah, I had to
I've
move,
been needing to work out, but I've been a little bit lazy.
I think it was more out of restlessness. I just had to move, do something. We've
Yeah,
been cooped up for a while now.
yeah,
So I feel so much better after that.
yeah. I gotta do that. That's my goal for tomorrow. To
That's a
move.
good one.
Yeah, to
To
move
move,
at all.
exactly. Just move.
All right. So looks like we got one viewer so far. All right.
Well, hello, our only singular viewer. You have our
Yeah.
full attention.
Yeah, you have our full attention. Go ahead and drop a comment below. Let us know, where you're watching from, what city.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, Julia. I'm watching from Milan. Fantastic. Very good. Present continuous. Fantastic job. All right. So today we are talking about some collocations. So what are collocations? So collocations are a group of words. It can be 2 words, 3 words, 4 words, more words that go together. Thank you. I've got a really nitpicky teacher. All right. So collocations is a group of words that go together that are very common. For example, drink water, sit down, stand up, iced tea. So today we're going to be looking at some of these collocations or combinations of words that we have. Specifically in the context of at home, which is perfect because with the coronavirus, everybody is at home, or they should be at home, hopefully. All right, welcome. It looks like we've got another viewer. Fantastic. Welcome to the stream. All right, so let's get started. So in this focus activity, housework vocabulary. Using different verbs, for example, do, make, and take. And also have. We're going to talk a little bit about the verb have as well. And sequencing adverbs. So when you have a sequence, when you have an order. So let's go ahead and get started. So what is housework? What is housework? So housework is what they are doing here. It's also known as chores. Normally, for example, in my house, when we talk about housework, we say chores. What do you normally say, Michelle?
I usually say chores as well.
Yeah, I think this one's a little bit more popular, right?
Yeah, I usually say chores. Or if I'm leaving the house, sometimes I say
Yeah.
errands.
Ah, yes, exactly.
Right? To
Yeah,
run errands. Very often, I find students sometimes get confused
yeah,
between chores and errands. So,
Exactly.
how would you differentiate them, Caesar? What are chores and what are errands?
That's a very good question. Oh, hi, Massimo. Welcome. Welcome, Massimo. So I would say to run errands is if you leave your house to do something. For example, to run errands is like going to the bank or
Hmm.
going to the supermarket, going to pick up your clothes, maybe if you go to the dry cleaner. And I would say
Yep,
to do chores in your house. Exactly. Welcome, Valentina. Good. To cook. So cook would be a chore.
definitely a chore for me.
Yeah, exactly. For me too. I am definitely not the cook in the house.
Me neither. Me neither.
Yeah.
I can bake, I can make you a cake,
Yeah.
but that is it. No.
Yeah. Same here. I mean baking and cooking. See, I feel like baking is a hobby, cooking is a chore.
Exactly.
I mean, at least that's how I view
So,
it.
Caesar, what is the difference between baking and cooking?
Very good question. So cooking is when you prepare food in general. Baking is when you prepare food in an oven specifically.
Hmm.
Okay?
Right.
So, for example, cookies, cakes, what else can you bake? You can even bake pasta,
Hmm.
very
Chicken?
popular. You can bake chicken, exactly.
You can bake some
Uh,
fish.
yeah, exactly. So anything you cook inside of an oven
Hmm.
is baked.
Fantastic. Good explanation.
Thank you. Yeah, and an oven is that thing that you have in the kitchen. So you have the stove. The stove is where you make, for example, eggs or pancakes or
Oh,
things like
pasta.
that. Or pasta, exactly. Where you boil the pasta in the water. That is the stove. And the oven is the one that you open. Normally, under the stove, you have the oven. Okay. What are
Okay,
some?
so
Yeah.
no, carry on, please.
Okay. So, um, everybody watching, what are some different chores that you can do? So we said one chore is cooking. What are some other chores in the house?
What are some chores that you do in the house?
Yeah. So, for example, I usually sweep. I usually
Julia.
sweep.
Julia says
Fantastic.
she enjoys doing the dishes, or she does the dishes, and she does the ironing. Those are tough words, Julia. Good job.
Yeah, very good job. Wow. So, ironing. This one's a little bit difficult to pronounce normally. I wish my husband swept too. All right, throwing people under the bus here. Fantastic. So, ironing. So, in the spelling, it's ironing, but in the pronunciation, in reality, it's kind of the opposite. I would say that the pronunciation would be more like this. Let's see. So it's a strange pronunciation. So we have ironing, which you do with clothes. You have doing the dishes. After you eat, you do the dishes. You wash the dishes. We can also say, do the dishes, wash the dishes. The same. Then we have sweeping, which is when you clean the floor with a broom. Okay, so we have sweeping. For example, here we have a broom. Okay? And with this, you sweep. The action is called sweeping. The object is called a broom. A very dirty one, yes. If it was a clean broom,
that would be a
mean
problem.
exactly. It really looks like you do sweep. Yes, I do. I do all the sweeping in my house.
She needed to see the receipt.
Yeah.
Julia, you are a funny woman.
She says Julia is a funny woman. Fantastic. All right. So, normally after you sweep with the broom, you mop with water and soap. Yeah. In this case, mop is both the verb and the noun. Okay. So for this, we have a different verb and a different noun. But with the mop, it's one verb, one noun, all the same. Okay. Well, the broom almost fell. All right, on me. So, another option instead of sweeping and mopping, not so common in Italian houses, but more in American houses, if you have a carpet, is vacuuming. Vacuuming is with the machine, the one that goes. This in English we call a vacuum. And here the verb and the noun are the same. To vacuum with a vacuum. Okay. These are some of the most common chores. Okay. What are they doing here in the picture? How can we describe this action? So in English, we have a special verb for this movement. If you have seen Karate Kid, it looks very familiar. In Karate Kid, the movie, wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi. All right? In this period, I wash my hands every moment. Yes, Massimo. Good job, Massimo.
Common sense will get you far.
Yes, that is very good, Massimo.
Mhm.
Everybody watching and listening should also wash their hands very often, always. But not only in this period, but in general. All right? Just to be safe.
It's good to stay clean.
Exactly. So in this case, in this picture, they are wiping. They are wiping the table down. So in English, we say to wipe or to wipe something down. Are you implying we are very dirty people? I would never. But germs are everywhere. You need to stay safe. So, to wipe. Wipe can also be used for babies. For example, when a baby is dirty, when a baby goes to the bathroom, you take a wipe and you wipe the baby. You clean the baby with this motion.
So Pasquale here has says that to wipe could also mean to clean.
Yes.
So that's a really good synonym. But I think there would be a tiny difference.
Yeah.
Because clean is more general. Right? Clean would be more general. So you could clean, but wipe is a particular motion. It's a movement you make.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
So
good work,
all of these
Pasquale.
things are cleaning. If it's sweeping, washing the dishes, all of these are clean. But wipe is only this one with this motion. Or also, for example, like this. This object in English is called a wipe. So normally for where is it? There we go. For babies,
Hmm.
okay? Or also for the table, for the window, for the mirror. Exactly. And these are baby wipes, more specific, but also for cleaning.
Hmm. And ladies, we also have makeup remover wipes,
Ah,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely. They look exactly the same, except they're
Yeah,
marketed
yeah,
towards women to
differently.
clean their makeup.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So let's move on. Let's go ahead. So here we have some different nouns that we use with different verbs. So this can be a little bit confusing because in Italian, do and make are only one verb. In fact, in many languages, you only have one word. But in English, we have two different words which have the same meaning, but in different contexts, depending on the word that you use it with. Okay? So, decide which verb is used for each activity. For example, number one, the ironing. Do we do the ironing? Do we make the ironing? Do we take the ironing? What do you think? So in the comments, go ahead and write down what you think. Do the ironing, make the ironing, take the ironing. So Michelle, what do we use
Yeah,
with the ironing?
I think it's do the ironing.
Perfect. Fantastic.
So, Caesar, do you ever do the ironing in your house?
Yes, I do, but um, not very often. I do it rarely, or I do it
Hmm.
hardly ever. So almost never.
Do you like to iron?
No, I hate
Nah.
ironing. Yeah. I don't like ironing. Do you iron?
No, no. I have a
No.
strict no ironing policy.
That's a good policy.
Oh, Julia, you are funny. I wish I learned that skill. Good thing the person that lives with me can iron. Not too well though, and he is lazy.
Thank you for sharing, Julia. All
Julia, you're
right.
keeping this alive.
Yeah. Great job, Massimo. Do the ironing. Fantastic. All right. What about the next one, Michelle?
The washing. Ooh, that could be a little tough. Do you do the washing, make the washing, or take the washing? But first, what is the washing?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Mm, I think it refers to laundry,
Ah,
or perhaps it could also refer to the dishes. I'm
hmm,
going to do the washing up, right? So in either case, I believe it's do.
fantastic. Yeah,
To do the washing and do the washing up.
exactly. We can also say do the laundry
Mm,
or do the dishes.
fantastic, Massimo. Absolutely right. It is
Great job, Massimo.
do.
Yeah.
He's on fire.
Yeah, Massimo, wow. You should be teaching this with us.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
a
not too
cake.
close, not too close. 1 meter away. All right. So, a cake. A cake. Do we do a cake? Do we make a cake? Do we take a cake? I know I would.
Okay, with cake, I believe it's make a cake.
Exactly. Perfect. So we can make a cake. But do we have any other options? Anything that's more common?
I believe we could say bake a cake.
Exactly. Because a cake is made in the oven. So normally we can say make a cake or bake a cake.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What
Or we
about the
can just
next one?
buy a cake.
Yes, you can also buy a cake. If you do not bake very well, you can buy a cake.
Make a cake. Good work, Emanuela.
Fantastic.
Pasquale also got the answer right. Fantastic work, guys.
Good job, guys. Very, very good. All right. What about dinner? What do we do
Dinner.
with dinner?
Do we do dinner? Do we make dinner? Or do we take dinner? What do you
Eat a cake. Fantastic, Masu. You got the right
think?
idea.
Like, it's not about the buying or the making,
Exactly.
it's about the eating.
Exactly. Is the cup half full or half empty?
It's in my belly, that's the point.
Exactly. There you go. That's where the cake is.
Okay, Julia nailed it. To make dinner or to cook dinner. Good work.
Fantastic. Yes. Do we have other words that are similar to dinner?
Or have a freshly baked chocolate chip cookie. You're speaking my language.
Yes. Yes, cookies. Exactly. Fantastic. Because one is not enough. You need
One
two
is
cookies,
never
three
enough.
cookies, four.
Okay, next up, we have a shower.
Yeah. Oh, and one quick thing. So with dinner, breakfast, and lunch, it's all the same. Make breakfast, cook breakfast. Make lunch, cook lunch. All right. All right. So we said a shower. What can we do with a shower?
Do we do a shower, make a shower, or take a shower?
What do you think?
I think we take a shower.
Fantastic, Pasquale. Very good.
Good job.
Have a shower.
Mm.
Interesting. All right. So, in reality, both are correct, but it depends on where you are. In the UK, they say have a shower. In the US, we say take a shower. But they're both correct. The important thing is that you never do a shower.
As long as you know what not to say, you're
Exactly.
halfway there.
Exactly. And you can also make a shower, but this has a different meaning. Make a shower is if you construct a shower, if you create a shower, like those two guys on Facebook that made the shower in the woods, but that's another story.
I'm like, what?
Exactly. So, homework.
Homework. Oh,
Homework.
that's a tough one. Do you
Yeah.
do your homework, make your homework, or take your homework?
Exactly.
Okay, so do your homework,
Absolutely.
but
Do your homework.
you could also take your homework,
Exactly.
right?
First, you do your homework, and then you take your homework to school. But the action of completing your homework is doing your homework. And then take your homework to school is you transport your homework. All right, the next one, a sandwich.
Do you want to take this one, Caesar? Do you make a sandwich? Do you take a sandwich?
In this case, I would say make a sandwich. For example, I am making a sandwich. So
Do
yeah.
you make sandwiches?
Not so much, not anymore. When I was younger, I always made sandwiches for lunch. Now, I normally make pasta. When in Rome.
Good work, Massimo. Make perfect. Okay, next we have a nap. What do you think, Caesar?
So a nap. What is a nap?
Julia wants to know if you can make pasta.
Yes, I can. Not very well, but hey, it's edible.
Okay, low standards. It's fine. But you can make it. I believe in you, Caesar.
Exactly.
He can do it, Julia. Okay, so a
Right,
nap?
so, yeah.
What is a nap?
Cavallo di battaglia. What is a cavallo di battaglia? What does that mean?
Cavallo means horse.
Yeah, a battle horse.
A battle horse.
I think it's like a cavallo di battaglia, something that take a nap, have a siesta.
Good job. Gio joining in. Fantastic. Good job. Emanuela says, take a nap.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Massimo says, when you sleep next dinner. I think he means when you sleep after dinner, you take a nap. Yes, absolutely.
But only if you wake up within an hour.
Exactly.
If you eat dinner and you go to sleep and you wake up the next morning, then you've just gone to sleep. A nap is a short amount of time.
Exactly.
So maybe an hour.
Yeah. Okay. So cavallo di battaglia is what you make the best. So in English, we normally say my go-to dish. So my go-to dish. We can say, for example, my go-to meal, my go-to dish. This means it's the one that I always make or I always eat. I can also say my go-to restaurant. If, for example, I'm hungry, I don't know what to cook, I don't have food, I can go to my go-to restaurant. Yeah, cavallo di battaglia is your best. Yeah, so I would say like my go-to.
Thanks for that, Emanuela. So what is your go-to dish? Your go-to pasta dish?
My go-to pasta dish would be pesto. The easiest thing. Yeah, traditional. How about you?
Okay.
What's your go-to meal?
My go-to... No, it's not pasta, unfortunately, because I can't cook pasta very well. My go-to dish is rice. I can make rice really well. It's a horrible stereotype. I'm Asian and I cook rice.
Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
Yeah, I find. I mean, before rice was mine too, but now I find that pasta is a little bit easier because you know you don't really have to worry about it. You just leave it on there and then mix it. Yeah.
Julia sends you compliments and she says it's very Italian.
Yeah, I've become Italian living here.
Okay, next up, a break.
Exactly. Break. And
What
very,
is
very
break?
good pronunciation. So this one is a common mistake. It's not a break, okay? It's not a brick, but it's a break. Okay? So you pronounce it just like the first letter in the alphabet. A, B, C, break. So, what do you think this one is, Michelle?
Do you do a break? Do you make a break? Or you take a break? So I believe you take a break.
Exactly. In fact, it even rhymes. Take a break.
It does. Good work, Gio. Massimo, unfortunately, it is take a break. We don't usually say make a break.
Yeah, we say take a break in this case.
hmm We usually use take for things which involve resting, right? Take a
Exactly.
break, take a nap,
Take a shower.
take a shower,
You
washing
can
up.
relax, you know.
hmm
And
Okay,
if
next
any of you have watched Friends,
up.
there you go. All right. The next one?
The cleaning. Okay, what do you think?
I don't know, the cleaning. So before we had the ironing, the
Mm-hmm.
washing. So I have to say the cleaning in this case.
Mm-hmm.
They're all very
Fantastic.
similar.
Do the cleaning.
Exactly. All right. A coffee? What do you do with a coffee? You do a
Hmm.
coffee? Make a coffee? Take a coffee?
This one is tricky because you can definitely make a coffee, right?
Yeah.
But can you take a coffee?
Mm, I mean, technically, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but I would probably say make a coffee for the actual, preparing coffee.
Mm-hmm. Julia says grab a coffee. Yup,
Yeah,
that's a
fantastic.
good word.
Yeah.
Great vocab, Julia.
Yeah, in this case, we say make a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
We can also say grab or have coffee. So make coffee is when you prepare the coffee. Have coffee or grab coffee means when you drink the coffee.
So, for clarification, we don't use take a coffee in English, correct?
Exactly. We don't
Perfect.
say that.
We don't say that.
That's Italian.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one, a bath.
So I would guess it would be you take a bath.
Exactly. Just like a shower. Take a
Mm-hmm.
shower, take a bath. Or in British English, we can also say have a shower, have a bath.
Mm-hmm.
But never do a bath. All right. So, let's talk a little bit more about have. So we
Okay.
talked about make, take, do, and we talked a little bit about have. So when do we normally use have in English?
Can you give me an example of when we do use have?
So, for example, we said you can have a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can also have dinner, have lunch. But what's the difference between make dinner and have dinner?
I guess the main difference would be make dinner would involve preparing dinner, and
Okay.
have dinner would involve eating dinner. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
But
So, yeah.
could you have an argument or a fight?
Yeah. You have a fight. Exactly. You have a fight. So, for example, I think the sky is blue. You think the sky is green. We have a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Or for example, I say cannolo. You say, or no, wait, sorry, no, not cannolo. I say arancino. You say arancina. We have a fight.
We will have a fight.
Exactly. Have a
Okay.
breakfast. Have a. Okay, so you want to take this one?
Sure, I'll go for it. So, usually, whenever we talk about breakfast, lunch, dinner, brunch, we don't put an article before it. So, we
Exactly.
just have breakfast. We don't have a breakfast. Sometimes you can put the article the in front of it, only if you are referring to a very specific breakfast.
Exactly.
For
With an
or
adjective.
Exactly, like the amazing breakfast or the rubbish breakfast,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
and
Let's go
have
ahead
a
and write it down for them.
sure. The same with have a meet, right? So meet is a verb to meet, but if you put a, you need to put a noun. So you would say meeting. Have a meeting.
Exactly. Yeah, you could also say my breakfast. Yeah, I'm having my breakfast. Yeah, but again, more common with nothing. I'm having breakfast, and that's it. Because it's very general. It's very common. So we say have breakfast, have dinner. Okay.
Guys, if you have any questions, please write to us and allow us to help you clear your confusion. We're here to help you.
Definitely.
So, any questions, write to us in the comments. We're ready, waiting to help.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that was a very good point. He said have a meeting.
Hmm.
So have is also very common with plans.
This is
For example,
true.
I have a meeting, I have an appointment.
Hmm.
Tomorrow I have a lesson. I have what
I
else?
have a holiday.
Exactly. I have a a meeting, I have a presentation.
Speaking of presentations, have is also common with talking. Have a conversation, have a chat, have a discussion.
Fantastic. Yeah, exactly. So to recap, to summarize what we've said. So normally we use do with things that are like jobs or tasks. For example, homework, housework, cleaning, these types of things. So do with tasks. Make we normally use with creating something or preparing something. So normally with food and drinks. Take we normally use with things associated or related to relaxing. Okay. And have we normally use when we're talking about eating something or with plans or talking. So have we used for a lot of different things.
We do indeed. You can have a shower, you can have your lunch, you can also Have the coronavirus?
Exactly. Yes, we also use have for diseases, for health problems. For example, I have a headache.
A headache. What other parts of your body can you have an ache with?
I have a stomach ache.
Hmm.
I ate some bad fish and now I have a stomach ache. Or, for example, I have a backache. I'm very old. I have a backache. And the important thing here is that the pronunciation is similar to Italian. So the CH in this specific context is pronounced K. So we say stomach ache. Normally, CH is not pronounced like this, but in this context, yes. Stomach ache. Head ache. Not a head cake. That's a different story. All right, so let's go ahead and move to the next slide. Oh, here we go. So,
Revise the phrases for like and dislike. Okay, this is a good one.
yeah. So here we have different preferences. We have I love, which is the strongest. I really like. I like. I quite like. I don't like. I hate. So these are all in order. Then we also have I can't stand. I can't stand, I would say, is the strongest. So we have I hate and I can't stand. This is the worst, I think. And I don't mind is, it's okay. Not a problem. So now I want you guys to write in the comments what you like doing, what you don't like doing, what you hate doing. For example, Michelle, what are some things that
I
you like or don't like doing?
I hate ironing.
Okay.
Absolutely. I don't mind cooking. I quite like working out.
Yeah.
I really like food.
Yeah, me too.
And I love wine.
Fantastic.
Okay, how about you, Caesar?
So I would say that I hate cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand the heat. So when it's too hot, I can't stand it. For
Mm-hmm.
example, in the summer in Milan,
Mm-hmm.
I love exploring. I love learning new things. I love listening to music and dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And um, what else? I don't like washing the dishes.
Mm-hmm. That can be a bit boring.
Yeah, yeah, it
How would
gets
you
more
how would you describe boring, Caesar?
boring. So boring is something that is not entertaining. For
Mm.
example, if I go to the movies, if I watch a movie, for example, if I go skiing, if I go swimming, these activities are entertaining or
Mm-hmm.
these activities are fun. The opposite, boring. For
Mm.
example, um, staying inside of your house for 2 weeks is boring,
I'm
but
pretty
important.
sure they'll agree.
But important.
Mhm. Very important.
Yeah. So everybody watching, in the comments below, tell us, what do you like? What don't you like? What are your preferences?
Well, Massimo says that he loves listening to rock music and he hates washing the dishes.
I agree, Massimo. Washing the dishes is no fun.
It's boring.
Exactly. And just one little thing, Massimo, be careful. We say listening to rock music. Always listen to. Just like the song. Listen to your heart. When na 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 na. All right.
Fantastic. Well, you had to sing. It's not, I'm sure if our students from Milan are here, they know it
Yeah,
isn't a
they
class
know.
with Caesar unless he sings.
Exactly. Now it's an official lesson.
Yep, Julia, killing it. I don't like parkour or playing Fortnite. I like candlelight dinners, and eating chocolate chip cookies with my spouse. Hope he gets the hint.
Thank you, Julia. Very
I hope he
interesting.
gets the hint too, Julia. I hope he gets the hint too for his sake,
Yeah,
Gio
of course.
says, I love my dog. Oh, I love my dog too. I
Is that your
hate
dog? Is that your dog, Gio?
I hate going out when it's raining. Absolutely. That is the worst. You have to
Yeah,
wear all those layers and the umbrella and then your phone slips.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Then it falls in the puddle. You have to take it to the Apple store. Your warranty ran out.
Yep.
It's just the whole thing.
It's the whole thing. It's the circle of Gio, is that your dog? Because he is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
What a sweetheart.
so cute.
Gio says he is a
I'm a
dog.
dog. Look the photo. What?
Look, okay, so look at the photo.
Exactly. So we have a dog among us.
I love
Not
dogs.
only people watching us, not only people learning English, but also dogs.
I'm honored.
Yes. This is a first
This
at
is
my ass.
definitely a first in my ass. But maybe we can just expand from there on.
Yeah, exactly. We can have doggy schools, doggy
Ooh,
doors.
that would be adorable.
All right. Does anybody have any questions for us before we finish up?
Any last words of wisdom, Julia?
Yeah, right?
Well, thank you for everyone for tuning in and spending the past hour learning verbs with us. Chio says he has a beautiful dog and his name is Fonzie.
Hey!
That's fantastic. That's a really cool name for a dog.
That is, it really is.
It really is. Especially when your dog is actually cool. Emanuela says, I love my daughter. I don't think I like going to the hairdresser. I hate my ex-husband.
Oh, okay.
So we would say,
Fantastic, Emanuela. I like this example. That's amazing.
hairdresser, right?
It just reached a whole new level.
Honesty is the best policy. You keep
Yes,
it coming,
absolutely.
Emanuela. We love you.
Oops. Thank you, Emanuela, for that.
Okay, so I don't like going to the hairdressed. I think you meant hairdresser, or you could
Exactly.
just say salon.
Exactly. Yeah, this is the place where you get your hair done. If
So
you
the
need to
hairdresser,
fix your hair.
is the person, and the
Exactly.
salon is where she works. Okay, with that, shall we call it a day?
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us and for participating. Remember, we're going to have many webinars like this all week long and probably in the following weeks. So just make sure you look at Facebook. If you have any questions, you can call the school.
And join us for next time. Until then, bye, guys.
Bye.
Julia, you're the one with the sense of humor. It's just the truth. Bye, guys. See you later.